What's up, everybody, and welcome to another live stream, this time on a Sunday evening, afternoon, depends on where you're at, but 6 p.m. here on, well, it's not really the East Coast, it's Ohio, so it's like the butt crack of the East Coast. But hello, everybody. Cheers to all of you. I don't know if you're drinking yet. It's a little bit early for some of us, but I'm going to say cheers with some of this Lot 40 cask strength, which I just picked up locally here in a little trade. First sip of this, so I'm very excited. Cheers to all of you. All right. Wow, that's really good. 11-year-old cask strength Canadian rye whiskey. All right. So anyways, today we've got a Second Chance Sunday, which is one of these things I do maybe once a month, once every 2 months, where I take a look at bottles that I've previously reviewed that I want to kind of, have another look at before I put them back on the shelf and, confirm my opinions of them. And there are a few in here that I think are going to be interesting today. I think Air has worked on them just a little bit, and some of them I've tasted, and I feel like maybe I don't hate that as much as I thought, whenever I first reviewed it. Let me say hello to some people in the chat, and then I'm going to bring somebody in just a couple of minutes here to say hello, kind of fill you guys in on some live stream time switcheroos, and then we'll get into Second Chance Sunday. And yes, the hat, I haven't looked at the chat yet if there's any chats about the hat, but it's Sunday, so it's also Scotch Sunday. I'm wearing my most Scottish themed hat that I can, even though I don't know if I'm going to have any Scotch today. So let me say hello to Carl, who is feeling pretty darn good right now, it sounds like. Tim Evans, what's up? Uta is here as well with Carl. Maybe Uta's feeling pretty good too. Let's see. Who else we have in here? JG, Sherry, I see as well. Alan, with some nice pickups the other day, sent me an email about that. Eric DeProfio, cheers to you. David Babcock, Edward Fulmer, Elite Exotics BP. That's an unfamiliar name. Welcome, welcome. And I just scrolled all the way to the bottom. So let me make sure. Long elevator ride, I see. Nice hat. Out of hair product. Well, I did just shower. I didn't want to I hate sleeping with gel in my hair. I'm going to be honest with you. So let's see. Yeah, I literally bought 5 of these things. I'm going to have different ones for different episodes. Okay, last thing I'm going to read, and then we're going to bring in a guest here. Josh Randall says, I grabbed a Rosé Penelope. Penelope Rosé cask finish. Pretty tasty. Revisited a barrel proof store pick, and that was really good. The barrel proof picks, I think, which are actually blends, are phenomenal. Young for the price. Yeah, that is everything these days. Okay, guys. So real quick, we're going to bring somebody in. Let me change my background. And this person is, well, I'm sure you all know him, Kilco. Brian, we're going to bring him in right now. What's up, man?
Greetings, human beings.
So because I put out a graphic today for all of you guys in the chat, I put out a graphic about like live stream times, and obviously it's Sunday at 6. Next week I'm doing a Sunday at 6, and the following Monday I'm going to be doing a patron only. But with the Sunday at 6 shift, I try my best to keep track of who goes live when. And I realized that, number one, I can't do that. But number two, I was actually talking to Brian, and he was like, I go live Sunday at 6. I'm like, well, shit. So let's talk about it. And so he's going to take my time slot on the next 2 Thursdays, basically. So that's that. But what's up, Brian? How you doing, man? What are you drinking on?
I am having the one of the blind samples I had on Friday, the Elijah Craig C920. I won't tell you anything about it, because you should go watch that and find out which one won. But I really like this one, I'll say.
Yeah. Which other ones were in that flight?
Let's see. I got the picture right here.
I've been getting into some of the older batches recently, and like, man, they're all so good.
The A121, the B521, and the A120.
Okay. So pretty recent batches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that A121. I mean, the B521, I definitely hate. Well, actually, we'll find out today if I still hate it. But, yeah, the A121 was just okay as well. But anyway, so you're going to take the Thursday at 8 p.m. slots. I appreciate you being flexible also on that.
I'm super flexible.
Nice.
I have no life. It's fine.
I'm feeling that way as well right now. I'm like I'm kind of agoraphobic now with all the COVID stuff. Like,
welcome to the club. It's nice to have you here.
I was never really like that before, but I find myself like any excuse I can make to not go out, and it's not a safety concern for me. It's just like I bail on just about everything these days. So
I was like that before it was cool. I called what they called social distancing. I just called that active avoidance. Like that was my way of saying it in my head. Where it's like I just don't want to be around people. I got to keep them like that far away, and I'm okay.
Active avoidance.
Yeah,
that's funny. Oh man. Cheers, Guy. I see Guy Davis in here. Guy, one of these days when I come out to Indiana, I'm going to hit you up, but I still have not been out there recently. So bourbon detects epic mustache.
He always does. You can smell it from a mile away. I mean, what?
Oh, that's funny. Don't become stupid hat guy number 2. I'm going to do my best to not become a hat guy, but it's going to be for the Scotch reviews only. And I figured I would do it on this stream because I wanted to put a Scotch review out today and I failed. I've failed on my last attempts at getting videos out at a reasonable time. So
we'll just call it the Ralphie effect.
The Ralph. Do you have like a schedule when you put stuff out, like in your head, or do you just kind of wing whatever you're going to do?
For the official videos, it's Wednesdays at 11 in the morning, just because I know that's pretty much the same time Whiskey Vault does stuff. And, somehow maybe I'll like end up in that little pop-up in the YouTube algorithm and something like that. But it just felt right. I could do it the night before or on Monday and then just plug it in for Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the only thought.
I feel like I need to get on a schedule just so I have like a goal. When you don't have like a goal set, I feel like I just keep moving the goalposts,
I don't even know how that happened. I don't know how it came to be. I just knew that, okay, I watch Whiskey Vault all the time at this time, so why don't I just put it at the same time? Right. That was that was it. That was the rationale. There's no more thought about it.
That's funny, man. Well, thanks for jumping on. So we're gonna do these basically 2 collaborations. It sounds like the first one's gonna be next Sunday, right? I think on my stream. And what day is that? The 15th. So we're gonna do something then. And we were talking about sending the samples back and forth. I don't know if we're gonna do that next Sunday, or if you want to do that on like September 3rd, which we had kind of loosely penciled in.
Yeah, well, we'll just. I don't want to set anything in. We'll just talk it over and figure out what works for both of us.
Yeah. So we'll do that. And so everybody in the chat, next Sunday's live stream, which is the only other live stream I'm doing in August, at least right now, because of the wedding at the end of the month. I'm not sure, whether I'm going to be able to go live the last couple of days when I get home, if I'm going to even feel like it.
Congrats on that, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Not something I thought I'd be saying, but I'm just kidding.
She seems like a lovely young lady. I've only seen her once when she popped on last, it was Thursday.
She's great, and she might actually pop on here in a little bit as well. We'll kind of see. Jay, if you're in the chat, I think it was JG sending a bunch of coconut emojis on the last stream when I said something about what was it? Because Sarah forgot to pour me a blind flight, and she said she would flash the chat, which I said, let's pump the brakes on that.
You said out loud on the internet.
And then I got a bunch of coconut emojis. So in the spirit of the coconut emojis, that's all I'll say. Sarah might be on in a little bit. So, and having a little fun. And I'm going to see if I can twist her arm to have some Signet with me. My birthday gift, she bought me a bottle of Glenmorangie Signet, which was like pretty wild.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that's cool. So we'll do the live stream next Sunday at 6 p.m. and then possibly that September the 3rd date on your stream at 6 p.m. as well, I think, right?
Always 6. It's typically Sunday at 6, or Friday at 6, Sunday at 6, and I've been kind of playing around with Wednesdays at 6 p.m. It's always just that time because most of the, as you know, most of the later people on the Whiskey Tube, there's always someone like from 8 till like 3 a.m. There's somebody on. It's great. You can always pop on and talk to people, but it's like, wow,
I know.
I guess.
Yeah. I know, that's why, like, sometimes like the Saturday or Sunday at 2 p.m. is like a good time, surprisingly, because it's like nobody's on at that time. So anyways, well, cool, man. We'll figure out the rest of the details, and everybody in the chat, we'll let you guys know what's going on officially. But I'm excited. I'm excited to hang out and trade some samples. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, well, guests are always fun. I really like when it happens. It makes things so much easier for me, but it's also super stressful. But I always end up
Yeah.
enjoying it. And funny enough, most of the guests, well, not all of the guests have enjoyed it. So that's been nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the guest thing is, I always want it. I always want to do more guest stuff. And then I don't know. I always wait. Again, I wait to the last minute. And it's just like, oh, shit, I got to do a stream tonight. I didn't plan anything.
Yep.
Well, cool. All right, Brian. Well, I'll see you later, man. I'm going to
Yeah.
get going here, and I've got to get through at least 6 pours. So
Yeah, I'll be in the chat. Enjoy
All right.
whiskey. I'll be watching closely.
All right, man. I'll see you.
All right, bye now.
Awesome. Well, that's going to be great. I'm really excited about that, and kind of getting back into collaborating on WhiskeyTube. I feel like I've been in a little bit of a funk the last 2 months or so, just on and off with things, going right, going wrong, whatever. But I think I'm in a much better place of content production, Patreon stuff. And I spent some time on Photoshop today messing around with some new ideas, not only for the the announcement of my live streams and the live stream schedule. If you haven't seen that, you can check it out on the YouTube page here. I made a post today, but also just some new branding stuff. I'm going to redo the thumbnails for the Quick Sip series to make them more appealing, and honestly, I think get more viewership on those. And then also, I've got a new series that I've been trying to get out since last week after the High Plains Rye review, and it just hasn't quite panned out the way I wanted it to with the graphics and everything. And instead of rushing it out there, I'm like, I want to get it all right so that there's some longevity behind it. So that's going to be called After the Sip. I believe After the Sip, and that's going to be sort of an extras series for a lot of my review videos. So anyways, let me catch up on the chat here, guys, and then we're going to get to the tastings for today. I can take these out of my ears now and put them away. So yeah, we might have a little guest appearance from Sarah, just a little bit. But coconuts, JG, coconuts. All right, guys, let's see. Okay, one hat put on straight can pass. Oh, okay, yeah, I wouldn't put this hat off to the side, Let's see. August is the perfect month to get married, says Uta. Guy says, Cam, would be great to have you visit here and find a good dram. Absolutely. And I just picked up, guys, I've been really thinking a lot about, I'm sorry to yap so much before the tastings, but thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my yapping. And please hit that like button. Shameless plug. I've been thinking a lot about traveling with whiskey, not just flying. Like flying, you're pretty restricted to what you can pack in your check bag, which is great with those, inflatable wine shippers and stuff. And then what you put in your carry-on and all that kind of stuff, that is kind of its own beast. But even just driving somewhere with bottles, like I have a duffel bag that I'll bring to my friends' houses and I'll wrap things in towels or whatever. And it just kind of becomes annoying. So I found like a really cool bag that was not cheap, but I had an Amazon gift card, so I picked it up. I'll let you know what I think of it. It's might be Barfly brand. I can't really remember, but it has individual divided pockets for bottles and places you can put sample bottles. It's not whiskey specific, but it is like bartender specific. So I'm going to give that bag a go. And I've been ordering different Glen cases and also cases that will fit these glasses that I like to use because, when I travel, I have to bring Glens with me as opposed to these because these are just slightly taller and a little wider. So I've been looking for a case for all that, and I think I found it. So once I have all of those things laid out, I will kind of put links to that stuff out somewhere because I think it's good to kind of know how you can travel with these things the most effective way. At least for me, I feel like I'm taking whiskey everywhere and doing tastings with people and all that kind of stuff. So, Jay, don't be so demanding. Carl, the big day. I mean, it's not even, this is bad. It's not even in my phone because we're just kind of going out and like, it's just our parents and us and a family friend. So we're just like, yeah, we'll do it Thursday or Friday. So it's like going to be that last week of August. I would say it's going to be on the 26th, but I don't know. That's bad. That's bad that I don't know. Let's see. What's up, Aiden? Thanks for popping in, man. Okay. And thanks for the congrats. All righty. Cool. Great. So first sip of this stream before we go into Second Chance Sunday and start taking a look at those bottles. Again, this lot 40 cast strength. I want to say this is a 2018 release. A guy locally was getting rid of some bottles at very fair cost, including this little guy, which I definitely still paid way more than I should have, but not as much as secondary. So that's fantastic. The Russell's 13, so now I can do a real review with real B-roll. I was going to, for the B-roll, put like blue and white construction paper around a Russell single barrel and handwrite on it and just make it goofy, but now I don't have to do that, which honestly I kind of wanted to do that. But yeah, the travel gear stuff, I think it's going to be a really cool video. You know, I don't want to order too much stuff, you know, because it's on my own dime. The stuff I have ordered has cost me many hundreds of dollars at this point. But maybe it's something where I kind of talk about, at least right now, how I travel with my whiskey stuff, sort of like Peter McKinnon does with his videos, his video gear and his bag that he uses, and then maybe check back in 6 months and review a couple of other new pieces of gear and stuff like that. That might be the idea. All right. So we got 50 people in here, 49 people in here. Please hit the like button, everybody. We're dreadfully low on likes. We're at 21. I know I'm wearing a goofy hat. I know it's Sunday and I haven't started the actual topic yet. Please hit the like button. You know, come on, throw me a bone. All righty. Well, let's get down to it. Guys, lot 40. I'm going to have to start hunting these down, these releases. This is incredible. And Alberta Premium Cast Strength is fine. I'm not the biggest fan of it, you know. I haven't sipped on that since my review, probably 6 months ago at least. But this lot 40 is amazingly crushable. All right. So first up for Second Chance Sunday, we have 6 bottles here. All right, or 5 bottles and a sample. We have 1792 12 year. I did a quick sip episode of this, and you know, I don't feel like I gave it a fair shake. And I'll talk about that. After that, we're going to take a look at Chattanooga 99 proof rye. I just ate a big meal right before this, so I'm like a little heartburny, a little acid refluxy. So I apologize if I start doing the bourbon belch thing. So we've got the Chattanooga 99 proof rye. We're going to go in order of proof. Then we will take a look. I know this is a very recent review, but Bardstown Discovery 5 I think is worth looking at again and putting that thing to bed. And what else? In order of proof, then we've got Larceny B521. We've got a lot. Oh, shoot. We're going to do Elijah Craig first. It's lower proof because it's such a low proof. We'll do Elijah Craig 521, then Larceny. And finally, we will close out today with Booker's Tagalong, which you can see I've got some really nice air in the bottle. Why am I going to say it that way? I've got some air in the bottle. I'm riffing. Got air in the bottle here, and we'll see how that thing is opened up. All right, so we're going to start with 1792 12 year. That is going to be our opening dram on today's Second Chance Sunday. Yeah, Peter, I was reading about it to try to source some opinions, and it seemed very back and forth of whether the 12 or the 11 year between 17 and 18 were better. It seems like the one that I have, people say, is a little bit fruitier maybe, and the previous release, the 2017, was maybe a little bit more spicy, like rye forward stuff. A little travel tip here with the foam filled case from Harbor Freight. The Apache 4800 fits up to about 3 bottles, maybe 2 Glens. Okay, yeah. See, and the hard cases, I do want to get some hard cases, but I don't need them right now because I'm not flying with bottles like that. But maybe in the future, I'll get into that. I thought about talking to some of these companies and saying like, hey, could you send me one of these to review? And then I'll just send it back or raffle it off as a prize or something. Like I thought about that, but you know, as a whiskey tuber, or, you know, what the people in the industry call us whiskey influencers, which is hilarious. Right. But as a whiskey tuber, some of the people from the distilleries that I've talked to say like, we don't like some of you guys because you just come in and you want free shit. And I've never ever like asked for free stuff, but you know, to be able to review a case that's $100, like that's a lot of money for me to kind of shell out and get a couple different options. So it's the same as buying whiskey, I suppose, but you can't consume it. Yeah, I mean, the age difference is definitely the important part. Yes, I love that show. I love that show. I'm doing the hat because it's Sunday. It's also Scotch Sunday. All right, 1792 12 year. I'll save half the sample for another day. So we're going to do a half ounce of this. Let's take a look. This is 48.3% ABV. In my quick sip, I felt like that the 1792 12 year it wasn't as heavy and rich, maybe as like some of the other sourced Barton stuff. The Sam Houston 12, the Sam Houston 14, that kind of a profile that's pretty close in proof. I felt like those had a lot more dense, rich flavor than 1792's own 12-year-old offering. But after having the Blue Run, the new 14-year, and drinking some 1792 bottled and bond, I was like, I should revisit this because 1792 is putting out their own 12-year. That should be the benchmark. You know what I mean? Like that should be the distillery benchmark, as opposed to me tasting this after loving other source Barton stuff and saying, well, this isn't good. It's like, let's look at this as a benchmark and then see how the Sam Houstons and others differ as opposed to the other way around. So let's take a look at this and see what we get here. Yeah, it's definitely light on the nose. Right away, I get white pepper. I do get a lot of nice cherry, but it does feel a little thin on the nose. But the other thing is, I mean, this is only 96.6 proof. Yeah, I want to say there's like some more honey characteristic here than I'm used to with some of the Sam Houston stuff. But still, really good oak, really solid barrel char note. I'm finding more and more as I continue to drink different 1792 stuff, I'm picking up on barrel char that I hadn't really gotten before on some of this. Yeah, and it's pretty sweet here as well. Guy Davis coming in with a hot take. Yes, I love it. So you don't have to teach us dumbass next semester. Oh man, that's funny. ADHD, do tricks for us. Watching with Bev Porter. I don't know what tricks I know. Well, Sarah might come in here in a little bit, and well, you'll just see. It's delicious scotch. That's funny. Bourbon, man. Bourbon's being a little spicy. Carl, I don't know how to take this, man. All right, let's do 1792 12 year on the palate. Wow. So I would take a second sip of this and attribute all the spice I just got to it being the first pour of the day, but it's not the first pour of the day. That is really spicy. 1792's 12 year up front. It's not like cracked black pepper. It doesn't have that distinct quality to it like a lot of the source stuff does, which again is heavier, darker, richer. This being a little lighter, a little more kind of playful, I guess, is just all white pepper. It's all just kind of tingly as opposed to sharp, but there's a lot of that right up front. And I think the mid palate of this, it still loses me a little bit. It still feels a little too thin for being, like in my mind, kind of a flagship thing from 1792. It's a 12 year. It should really be a solid, solid bottle. And maybe it just needs a little more proof on it and I could knock it there, but it does seem a little thin on the mid palate. Although I love the flavors here. I've got to say, like, I didn't give it the credit of having such a good combination of flavors here on the palate when I reviewed this on my quick sip. Second sip, yeah, you do get used to the spice. Your palate does acclimate. And it's really nice cherry. It's light, it's lighter, it's more delicate, slightly more floral. You almost get a little bit of apricot in here. And I'll tell you, this, which the review is just about done, I promise. It's coming out soon. I like Blue Run. And I think Jim Rutledge chose a very particular kind of barrel to blend in here. And I would say that the 1792 12 year equates more to Blue Run's profile than it does to Sam Houston and Calumet Farm and all those other Western Spirits bottlings. I think this is more in that delicate, refined, lighter realm like Blue Run is, where it drinks even under its proof and is a little bit more smooth, for lack of a better word. But I don't dislike it. I just think it's a time and a place kind of thing, where you might want lighter Barton, which I might start calling some of these like lighter Barton profile or darker Barton profile. So, and I don't know if any of that has to do with like the char level of the barrels. Like, I don't know much about the stuff that's being sourced from Barton, and if there are differences in particular things, yeast strain, barrel char, location in rick house, where they aged it. Like, I don't know any of that stuff. But if I had to guess, it could be a barrel char thing, because it seems like just the oak profile and the woody quality and the char and everything else, that's kind of what differs between these things, because the ages are so similar between all these bottlings. Let me check the chat. David says, so far I love 1792, haven't had 12-year and sweet wheat. Sweet wheat for me is a little disappointing, and I haven't had a sip of that for probably 6 or 7 months. I pulled it out on a live stream a long time ago, in the early days of the channel. In the early days of the channel, I sound like, where's my walker, you know? But sweet wheat for me has never really done it, and I paid secondary for it, and I'm kind of upset that I did. The 12-year, you know, if you can find the 12-year at MSRP, I think it's fine. I think secondary for 12-year has dropped drastically over the last 9 months. It used to be like 175, 180. It has since dropped to between 100 and 120. I still wouldn't pay that much for 1792 12-year. I'm not sure MSRP, but whatever it is, that's the price I would pay, you know? Yeah, if you get a solid store pick, those are incredible whiskeys. The regular shelfer for me is just not so good. Yeah, sweet wheat is just not something I can do. The hat didn't come with a walker. Maybe one of the other 4 that I ordered did, but not the corduroy. That's funny. The hat is a good look. Thanks. Yeah, it's a little tongue in cheek, but also like, yeah, I'm gonna always wear a little either Scottish hat or Irish hat or something like that for my Scotch reviews. All right. So yeah, I guess as this sits out in the glass now, the 1792, it gets sweeter and sweeter, which is really nice. Yeah, I like it. And if I might go back and re-review it on a quick sip and kind of still acknowledge the couple of flaws I think it has, but mention the fact that I was unfair to it, and I would recommend this at MSRP. I think last time I was like, go pick up a Sam Houston. It's just a different beast. It really is. So yeah, I really like this stuff. Mm. You guys are cracking me up. Let me rinse this glass real quick. Got to remember to drink some water on this stream. And move a few things around. I think I'm out of the focus area. I think I need to be right here to get it to keep focusing on me. All right, 56 in the chat. Please hit that like button. I know we're not doing a giveaway today, but we just did one on Thursday, which was highly successful. Gave away the Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. I'm sure next week, I'm sure we will do a giveaway next week. And I've got a couple of bottles that will be up for that soon. I know I'm going to give away a Chattanooga Bottled and Bond. I'm really close to 2,000 subscribers. So if I do get to 2K, I might have to do like a pop-up celebration stream and do like a big giveaway. That actually probably will happen this month. But we'll see. You know, maybe I won't hit 2K this month. I don't know. But I'm definitely here soon going to be giving away a Chattanooga Bottled and Bond, a Penelope Toasted, which they haven't come in yet. I've got 3 of them on the way, but one of those is going to be for the giveaways here. And there's something else, but I can't remember what it is. So we'll just see, you know. You guys are cracking me up. Yeah, wearing a hat because the ascot was already taken. That's the next step of my evolution. You guys know I actually have a picture. So I took some photos with a buddy of mine, and I've used them already a couple times for like thumbnails and stuff. They're the ones of me like sitting on a couch in all black, trying to look fancy or whatever. But there's one that I never published. They're basically two that I use. I'm using them for the for the live stream scheduling, the poster I put out today. But there's one that I never released because I said, "Hey man, look at this picture." My photographer friend, I showed him the picture of Fred Minnick looking like this into the camera. I said, let's recreate that just as a joke, you know. And so we did, but I can't put that out there. You know, I just think it's funny, and we were just having a little laugh about it and recreating it. But let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll throw it up on the screen. We didn't edit it or anything, but it was just like, let's see if the idea works for this photo. Let's see, but like all the way back in February when we took these pictures, but. Anyways, if I come across it here, I'll throw it up. All right. Is there any product on under the hat? No product. No product. You guys are funny. All right. 1792, changing my tune. Let's go to Chattanooga 99 Rye now. Now, this was one that I did a full review of this, not just a quick sip. And I typically love everything from Chattanooga. And the rye, I'll be honest, it's complex. It's got a lot of like really good flavors to it. The signature high malt aspect is here. But there was something bitter and off-putting about it. And I believe I said it had like a soapy note to it, almost like the IPA of rye whiskeys. And I'm not hating on IPAs. I love IPAs, but they do taste like soap. And you know, it was kind of fleeting. It was on and off, this soapy, bitter note. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm not fully enjoying this, and so I had to kind of say this is not really my thing. But I think a lot of other people are going to like it. But I wanted to see if I changed my own tune on this, not just for everybody else, which I think the majority consensus, 85% of what I've seen is people like this stuff. But this one's for me. This one's like, am I going to change my own mind on these flavor profiles, subjectively enjoying it? Kilko, you got to do it, man. Whatever this is, I want to know what it is. Baseball caps. I have done a like a flat bill a time or two, I think, for some reviews. I believe. Yeah, Carl, the malt aspect of everything Chattanooga is amazing. And spoiler alert, the bottled and bond is just ridiculously good. And it has peat in it too. Like one of the is it 4 mash bills they blended into the bottled and bond? One of those mash bills has a percentage of peated something, some peated grain. And you would think in the context of that being in a mash bill and being 4 mash bills in there that the peat might not come through so much. You can taste the campfire smoke, and it's really nice. Yes, they are. It's the Golden Rye, I think. I haven't had a chance to. I know media samples went out, but I'm not in contact with them or anything. But yeah, I'm very curious to try that. It's a lower proof rye, and Jim Rutledge put it together, and you know, he recently put this together for himself, the High Plains. So I'll be curious to see if there's like an overlap in the profiles of the new Blue Run Rye and then this High Plains Rye. The High Plains is half the price. The new Blue Run is going to be $100. Everything they make is expensive, and that's a whole other topic. But yeah, curious about that. I know I did, Carl. All right, yeah. So Chattanooga 99 Rye. I get a lot of blueberry here. I get a lot of like. Almost like you're eating, what is that cereal, man? Gosh. Not Frosted Flakes. Gosh, some cereal, but with blueberries in it. That's kind of the nose I get here. Now, there's a lot of spice. This is a rye whiskey. But a little milk chocolate, definitely the malty honey note that you always get on Chattanooga. On the nose right now, I'm not getting any off-putting bitterness. So, yeah, I like it. Let's go to the palate. It's not blueberry. Damn. All right. There it is a little bit. The bitterness in the 99 rye, but it's not coming across as soapy as I remember it, like as kind of funky. Ah, damn, that's good. I might have to change my tune on this too. Crap. I can't trust anything I say. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna I'm gonna say that to me, yeah, it's so the spice in this is what's helping. The spice in this is what's helping kind of balance out the high malt notes, because I think sometimes with the Chattanooga stuff, the high malt can kind of get in the way. It's too sweet. It's too malty, you know. And then the cask 111, the basically the barrel proofer, just is too young. So when you do like the cask 111 next to Chattanooga bottled and bond, you can just see how much more refined they've made the bottled and bond with those extra 2 years of aging and with the blending they've done. Whereas the 111 is very young, but enjoyable because you get those kind of, bran, like raisin bran. That's what I was thinking. This is like raisin bran, but with blueberries instead. Okay, there we go. I would say the 99 rye is probably now above the cask 111 for me, and like nearing the bottled and bond. Bottled and bond is still a better pour, but the 99 is going to probably be more appealing to a wider audience, where the bottled and bond is, it's got peat in it. It's got all these crazy grains. It might be off-putting for some people. Yeah, Carl, it is still delicious. Absolutely. Apology videos. I know. Well, I think earlier on in the channel, I used to do these more often because I was really self-conscious. I'd put out a video. And again, like I'd say 95% of the time, I do not watch anybody's opinions until I make a video. It's like a point of pride for me. And I think it just feels good to do it that way. But, like Blue Run, I've seen a couple of videos before I made mine, and there are some circumstances, right? And I think sometimes it's important to watch them depending on the conversation surrounding a particular bottle. But yeah, in the early days of the channel, I would do so many second chance Sundays because I would get self-conscious about not liking a bottle. And I would feel like, well, let's give it a second chance. I don't want to like BS anybody and say I like it if I don't, but let's see if I can find something good about it, And now I'm doing it just because I legitimately am curious about these bottles, So that's why I think maybe once a month or once every 2 months is good for something like this, to kind of just reflect on negative reviews, but also on some of the positive reviews, like this, the Booker stuff. I hate Bookers, but I keep giving them positive reviews for some reason. So I want to not like it. So that's why it's here. Carl, if you want one at cost, no, I can't do that. Damn it, I can't do that. I got to do that as a giveaway on the channel because I only got 2 of them. I can give you a sample at least. Yeah, crap. I wish I had more of those bottled and bonds. They're not going to come to Ohio, so I don't want to. I would totally sell you this one at cost and send it your way, but I don't know if I'll ever get another one. So the store picks, some of the older ones, like the silver labels, those are like old MGP stuff. I don't know if they're doing store picks from the experimental distillery or some of that other stuff. That could be the case. Or maybe they do have a single barrel series perhaps, and I'm sure they're all good, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, I think the bottled and bond, at least last I looked, it was a pretty limited distribution. Okay, well, great. I've changed my tune on 2 things so far. Let me put these down here. No, that's going to be last. And what's up, Adriana? Good to see you. Yeah, that's going to be last just because it's the highest proof. All right. I need a dump cup. Hang on. Tell you what, that lot 40 cast strength. Okay, so that's rinsed. So the third bottle we have to re-review or take another look at. It's going to be Bardstown Discovery 5. And, you know, I've gotten a lot of comments on my review of this. I've gotten a lot of comments on a lot of videos. I haven't responded to YouTube comments in like 6 weeks, and I apologize. I've had to prioritize just different things. And so I will be back to responding to comments soon. But, you know, there's just been a lot of mixed reviews about this Bardstown 5. I actually gave it a pretty favorable review. I kind of like the stuff. Do I ever say like, wow, I'd really love some Bardstown Discovery 5? No, I don't say that out loud. I say that about every other Discovery series and like most of the finished stuff that's MGP. I don't say it about this, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. And that doesn't mean that some people won't like it. And I don't want to just hate on it because it has presumably Dickel juice in here. And look, someone commented on one of my videos and said, the distillery said this is not from George Dickel. Okay. What other Tennessee distillery with 84, 8, and 8 mash bill has a 17-year-old lying around that they're sourcing? I don't know. But, you know, some distilleries have NDAs and just, you know, some of them just don't want to disclose this stuff. So it's Dickel. Come on. You can taste it in here. Even if I say it's very faint, it's there. N.A. Walker, all we have here is a 99 and 111. And both solid, you know, both solid. The 99, because it is rye, doesn't show as much youth as the 111. So for what that's worth. All right. So in my review of Bardstown Discovery 5, I said that there are kind of like two different things going on here. There's a lot of these toastier notes, and then there are a lot of these fruitier notes. And I think a lot of that has to do, again, the idea of having a bourbon that's kind of split down the middle, where like you either walk through this door or you walk through this door at any given time. I feel like a lot of that has to do with not only like the disparity in the flavor profiles of what they've put in here and what they've sourced and blended, but also the disparity in age. I find that when you blend really young with really old, it becomes less comprehensive than if you have a more centered age. Like if you have a blend of 9 to 12 year, excuse me, if you have a blend of 9 to 12 year, I find that doesn't have as much of like a split personality as bourbons or blends that have 6 and 7 and then 13 and 17 year. This to me feels kind of separated out. So I think that's kind of the reason for this. I could just be making this up, but yeah, like the first thing I get here is just a ton of like toasted bread notes, a little bit of peanut butter, tons of chocolate. Yeah. And oak and leather on that side. And then the other side of it, if you like focus in on the orange citrus that you're getting and you focus in on the dark cherry, that starts to jump out with a lot of spice. So it's like black pepper, basically spiced oranges and dark cherry syrup. That starts to pop out if you focus on that. And to me, it's like I have to think about one of those two sides when I nose Discovery 5, either the toasty side or the fruity side. I'm still getting that here. Yeah, but I think the oak profile on this, especially as more air is getting into the bottle, the oak profile, but in particular the leather profile, basically how the age is showing on this bourbon, I think it's wonderful. I love a leathery bourbon. This is that, and that's because of the Dickel in here. The 17-year-old George Dickel. Got a couple Patreon messages here. All right, let's taste it. It is flat on the palate, but it's heavy. So if something's flat on the palate but thin, then we kind of have a problem. You know, like the 1792 12 year in the mid palate is kind of flat and kind of thin. Like after the spice hits you and the spice goes away and it turns sweet, that's where it flattens out, but it doesn't have enough mouthfeel to kind of make it special, even though it's good. The flavors are good. The Discovery 5, it doesn't have as much spice and proof as you might want here, but the flavors are really rich and good. And again, it's heavy on the tongue. It's heavy, even though it is a little bit flat because it's lacking spice. And for me with Discovery 5, I have to let it sit in my mouth a little bit longer because of that. If you have a flatter pour, just let it rest on your tongue for 8-10 seconds before you swallow it. It's kind of weird, but it makes it taste better. It's a more enjoyable experience. Hang on. Sarah's texting me. Just make it work. That's what I'm going to tell her. Just make it work. Yeah, it's you know, it's not necessarily, I guess it is mouthfeel. Let me try to describe it more. It is mouthfeel in some ways, but it's more like if you just let it sit in your mouth, how it feels, you know? So I guess that is mouthfeel, but it's not in the same way of like when I rinse it around and swallow, that experience. It's kind of like what precedes what I would normally talk about as mouthfeel and viscosity. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Salty olive. That's interesting. Yeah, that's basically just like a savory quality to it. And I think it's interesting. When you say that, I start thinking about it here. I could maybe see it in this as well. But like a salty note to me is like a refreshing note in a lot of different things. In Scotch, you tend to see saltiness in things aged by the sea, you know, coastal distilleries, or you start to see it in peated stuff, which is typically coastal as well. And the salinity mingles well with spice usually, and it becomes a way to add an extra flavor component without just sharpening the spice and making it too direct on the palate. So I think salinity is a good thing as long as you can use it in small quantities. Yeah, Bourbon, I agree with this. You know, the price is every other Discovery. I am super cool to pay $120 for. Discovery 5, you're right. If I saw this at 70, 80, something like that, then I would feel much better about it. Okay, sorry, checking the chat. So, yeah, to me, the Dickel minerality in Discovery 5 is faint at best. When you first open the bottle, it's very present. Give it a couple of weeks with some air in there. And also, you just have to kind of adjust to it. I know a lot of people don't like Dickel. I don't either. I have a 15-year single barrel at 104 proof that is unbearably bad. Now, that's been sitting open for probably 2 months, and it has faded a little bit. And I don't hate it as much. I still can't drink it. The Discovery 5 to me, I talk about that when you blend Dickel into certain things, is that it adds texture, it adds mouthfeel. Again, like Adriana, what we're talking about, I think that's the heaviness. Not only the heaviness of the age and the age of that whiskey, but also it adds a slight textured element to it, the minerality, but in the context of a blended bourbon or something, you can do it the right way. And same thing with the Pfeiffer Pavitt finish, which is all Dickel finished from Bardstown, finished in those Pfeiffer Pavitt Cabernet barrels. That, to me, as 100% Dickel also works because it just adds texture to the fruity, jammy qualities of the Cabernet finish. So that it becomes more of a mouthfeel thing than like an off-putting taste. Yeah, exactly. I agree with this. Copper tongue I haven't had. I'm not interested. The only one I'm interested in is the blue note, you know. Especially not if you're drinking whiskey. Oh God. Discovery 5 seemed like Ford putting out high-power Mustangs and then dropping them. I'm not a car guy. I can't attest to this, but the sentiment is probably correct. Yeah. Okay. Great. So I was going to say Dickel 5. Dickel 5. No, Bardstown Discovery 5 to me still, yes, a little overpriced for what it is in comparison to the stuff you're getting from the previous Discovery releases. But hey, I like it. Or am I just saying that because I'm doing the World's Top Whiskey Taster competition? I don't know. I'm just kidding. I need to submit my video. I think I only have like a week left. Total slacker over here. I agree with that 99.8% of the time now. The Blue Note 17 is the one where like I had the chance on Seal Box. I was like, am I going to like snag these right when they come out? The Seal Box picks, which are now going for an inordinate amount of money. And I was like 175 for 17-year Dickel. I can't do this. Now people are like, oh, it doesn't have any Dickel vibe whatsoever. I'm like, shit, I wish I would have bought that. Okay, what's next? You know what I wish was next? That. I wish this was next. But I don't need to re-review this because I haven't reviewed it in the first place. And I like it. It doesn't need a second chance. It's a first chance kind of bourbon. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right. Now we're getting into the controversy. Elijah Craig batch B521. Here we go. All right, 118.2 proof. 12 years old, age stated, non-chill filtered, blah, blah, blah. The lowest proof in the Elijah Craig barrel proof lineup. Now, a lot of us just hated this in the whiskey tube world. A couple people liked it. You know, I think the people that liked it, not just in whiskey tube, but the people that liked it on the Bourbon Junkies Facebook group or in other places, those people really stand up for this. And I think the reason they stand up for it so much, they're either brand loyalists to Heaven Hill and Elijah Craig barrel proof, or they see like how aggressively people are hating on this stuff and they want to match that amount of aggressiveness, but on the other end of things. So whatever the case may be, you have really a divided sort of crowd.
This is the best I can do.
Where's the poofy shirt?
Huh?
Where's the Big Bird
They
shirt?
won't stay on
Why?
because I had to tape them.
You had to tape those on?
Yeah,
Oh.
the string was too big.
Well, that's
It's the best I can
the
do.
best. That's the best we got. So I got a funny hat, and Sarah brought in her coconuts.
As promised.
So wait, you have no so there's no string on it. I see.
No.
There's no string. So JG, if you're in the house, Mr. Coconuts, now there's your coconuts.
You're welcome.
Are you staying or are you going?
Well, I wanted to drink something.
Okay. Well, hang on. We're gonna pause Second Chance Sunday before we get to the controversy of Elijah Craig barrel proof. Let's drink some good scotch because I'm wearing the hat.
No, you're gonna go from.
We're gonna drink Signet.
That's all out of order. I'll come back.
No, it's fine. No, because I'm just going up in proof right now. So here, let's move this. Hello, everybody. This is Jay. Jay loves it. Look at this. Jay's got. Put your hands away, Jay. Put your hands away.
You need to have another seat out here.
I know.
Your drum.
I know. If you want to get one that's actually a good height, you can go grab the one from the basement.
Is there one in
The
there?
drum stool from the basement, the one I used to sit on. All
I
right.
hope my coconuts don't fall out.
They'll be fine. Oh, so I got an email the other day, guys, from somebody who was kind of talking about the fact that like a lot of people bring on significant others just to spice things up, and he appreciated the fact that like I don't always bring Sarah on, and then I was like, yeah, but also I kind of do bring her on sometimes, and it's only when she wants to come on and hang out, you know. So she's gonna come in here, hang out for a little bit. We'll sip a little bit of Signet, hang out in the chat, and then we'll get back to Second Chance Sunday. I do apologize for the slight delay, but next up is going to be the Elijah Craig barrel proof B521. Once we get there, we're gonna drink some Signet first. You know, yay, the better half. I know she is the better half. Those are some coconut.
Make it taller.
Oh my God, people are killing me. That's as tall as you need.
That's as tall as it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
trust me. Yeah. So here,
They're hanging low.
low hanging coconuts. Everybody,
Yeah.
here. Let me change the focus to Look at those. Look at them cocoa
Oh
nuts.
boy.
Yes.
I know, right here.
Let me do wide
The
focus.
cat's in here.
Lucy's in here. Oh,
Those
hush.
are some good.
You're fine, Lucy.
I know,
You guys hear our cat? That's Lucy.
I didn't mean to interrupt your lesson plan. What did you?
I don't have a
What'd
lesson.
you have?
Well, it's fine. We're about to do the bad batch of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, but let's drink some
The
Signet.
bad match?
Yeah, the most recent one, which was
Not-
underwhelming.
I didn't really take these on even either.
You got some crooked cocoa nuts.
Okay. Watch out, Lucy. Okay.
Bourbon says we don't need Cam anymore. I know,
Oh,
trust
yeah.
me. All right, guys. Well, hey, here's the deal. This is probably the last time you're all going to see Sarah before we're married. So let's drink.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This is our.
Aw.
Why is it not focusing? Hang on.
Who's Sarah? I'm Lady Coconut.
Lady Coconut. Why is this not focusing? Here, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. I'll go back to the focus mode we had. Oh, this is on zone focus. That's why. Here, let's just do it like this. It'll focus on me, and then you're next to me, so it should be
Perfect.
fine.
You didn't want to zoom in on them.
Well, if you want me to zoom in on them, I'll zoom in on them.
Okay, sorry.
Carl says, "Feed the dang cat."
I know.
I know that she's so loud. Tim M says B521 holds its own well enough. Yes, that's a great point. And I think I probably should have. That's one of those things I wish I would have mentioned in the video as well. Here, scoot my way a little bit. Just so, yeah. There we go. Okay, so anyways, we're getting married 3 weeks, something like that.
Ish.
So, yeah, 19 days. I don't know. It's one of those days. And Signet is kind of our, well, it's one of our favorite bottles, sort of a celebration bottle. The last one we had, we killed 7.5 months ago when we got engaged. And so Sarah's birthday gift to me was another bottle of Signet. So that's what we're going to have right now.
It's supposed to be a Christmas
Listen-
present, though, I think.
Listen to Lucy. Our cat
Should
is
I pick her up?
freaking out. Yeah, pick her up.
Okay, well,
Just don't get hair in our glasses.
I mean, I will, probably.
Our cat is not happy.
Yeah.
Everybody loves you, Sarah. Coconuts and Drams, new show.
Lady Coconut.
Hey,
Steals this
Lucy.
show. Find me on OnlyFans.
It's our new OnlyFans whiskey show.
You don't like my coconut?
Are you okay? You want to smell?
She's,
Look, she's smelling.
what is that?
She's so mad.
Okay, all right.
Well, this stream just totally devolved.
No, sorry. I ruined it. Hold on. My coconut. They won't stay on. They take
Nothing like wearing a suit. Well, here's the thing. We're not really doing like an official ceremony. Well, I guess I don't know.
We have a friend who's going to marry us like on a mountain or something.
So I will not be in a suit. I'll probably be wearing this hat,
No, I'm
though.
wearing like a tank top. Probably this. Maybe I'll put my coconuts on it.
Maybe
See
she.
what I'm gonna-
Peter says, "Is that a dog?" Basically.
Oh. What are these glasses called? Because I don't remember.
Luigi Bormioli glasses.
Is that real?
It says right there. Luigi
Oh,
Bormioli.
I thought you were like just making that up. I didn't know. Oh, okay. That's fancy. Are they for
John,
sex?
absolutely they do. No, they're for well, maybe. I think they might be for Brandy.
Oh.
You guys are killing me in the chat. 100% pure mustard. Okay, this is a good. Let's talk about it.
Mustard. What?
Is Signet worth $200? Sarah, was this worth $200? She bought this one.
Okay, so I actually do think.
What are your tasting notes?
Well, so it's Scotch, so it's a different.
Yeah.
It's kind of a different price thing
Oh yeah.
in general. And then I don't know. The only thing about it I don't like is that I know they color it.
Yeah.
They do that,
Yeah.
which is like
Yeah. Signet's
know.
colored. It's non-age stated.
cat for all of it.
So to have a colored non-age stated watered down chill filtered Scotch At $200, that's tough.
Well, like I'd like it the same if they hadn't like I'd want to know what it actually looks like. Because it's a really impressive color, but
not only does she,
it's fake.
Not only does she have expensive taste, but she also demands transparency from her whiskey. So
I don't demand it, obviously, because I'm drinking.
Oh yeah, you're right. She settles clearly.
I really like the Glenmorangie line though, but so no, I do think it's actually worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no grounds or any real knowledge to base that on. I just personally like it and would say it is.
Carl, $200 for a mediocre scotch equals why I drink more bourbon these days. Oh, fighting words.
This isn't mediocre though. This is like, this is a champion.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's just
the only thing I got disappointed about with the last one
is how it changed.
Just the espresso kind of went away.
Mm-hmm.
You could still taste like the dark chocolate stuff, but I think
yeah,
because this one you can taste that again.
Yeah,
I like it.
This is for those of you who don't drink a lot of scotch, you never find chocolate malt in a lot of. I don't think in really any scotches do you find chocolate malt, and so the chocolate malt here comes off as very espresso forward. And you get a lot of like bitterness, and it tastes like dark chocolate and espresso.
It's like a dessert. It's so good.
Yeah, there's nothing really like this on the market besides this.
Yeah.
So even though it is chill filtered, colored, watered down, and what's the other one? Oh, non-age stated. The Four Dings. Look, I mean, it's a great bottle. I like it. So, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker.
You can just say it's my favorite. No, I don't know. I like it. I think it's good.
It also tastes like biscuits, like a sugar cookie type, like like bread. Hit that like button. Well timed. All right. Look at those coconuts.
So I know that. So the string in the middle was what was way too long. So when I tried to put it on over it,
she had some wall-eyed titties. Yeah, Carl.
It wouldn't do.
And I think too that Glenmorangie Signet for us when we were really drinking a lot of scotch together, I think it just has a special place, So
yeah, we kind of started on as one of the beginner ones.
Yeah.
Well, no, technically you started on
Freud,
and you ruined my life.
But I remember buying my first Signet after it was the biggest show I had ever played up to that point. Probably the biggest show I've still ever played. Back in January of 2020, I was like, we're going to play this show and I'm going to take some of the paycheck and go out and buy a Signet. And so Adriana loved wall-eyed titty.
You understand. It's a hard life.
Oh man.
So wait, I thought your Sunday stream was actually all scotch. I didn't know you were doing.
So yeah, sometimes I'll do Scotch Sunday and sometimes I'll do Second Chance Sunday. This was a Second Chance Sunday.
Oh, for the Elijah Craig.
Well, I do a bunch of them. So like anything I've given a negative review of since I've done the last one, it could be like 10 things and I'll pick 6 of them and then I'll just retaste those 6 and say if I screwed up basically, or if they've, you know what I mean? Like if I like it better now or.
Oh, like if you've had more time to sit with it.
Yeah. I mean, and some of them.
I do that a lot. I flip-flop.
Yeah. But I don't think a lot of it, I think it's like my own palate. I don't even think it's.
Well, yeah, you come home every day. You're like, this is my favorite bourbon. This is my new favorite bourbon.
I know. I think.
It changes too much. I can't keep up.
No, we don't need it. We're already talking about coconuts. We don't need to talk about fish, Sugar Kitty. Oh, wait.
Sugar
Kitty said that.
Sugar Kitty and Lady Coconut should get together.
I know.
That sounds like a...
Big Vic, Remus Repeal 5. For all of you that don't know yet, Remus Repeal Reserve Batch 5 is out. I believe it's out in Illinois and a couple other places. Excuse me. I've got one on the way right now from a buddy, Colin, who is a patron. He's shipped that out today. So that should be here Tuesday at the latest. And I'll get a review of that out as soon as I can. Same thing with Basil Hayden Toast, which honest to God, I never would have thought I would get one of those, but I want to review it. Especially they're using brown rice in the mash bill now instead of rye. So we'll see how that goes. So I've got one of those on the way as well. That's shipping out tomorrow. Yeah, I heard that the 5 is the best one yet. And like by a long shot. I'm curious.
Why don't you like this?
Hmm?
Why don't you like this?
Oh, it's just low. It's really low proof, and that doesn't matter. But it's like,
Good.
but it's just it like has no finish. It falls off, and I think if you could just compare it to like every other Elijah Craig barrel proof of the, I don't know how many we have, 12 different batches. It just doesn't even.
We have 12 different batches.
We might have 12 different batches, maybe 10. We have 10 different batches.
This place used to be covered in googly eyes, and nothing has googly eyes anymore.
I know.
What?
I know the look I'm getting right now. I'm trying to not acknowledge it. Mark, my favorite was also 3. 2 is a close second, and then 4, which I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. But I do still have a sample of 4 left, so I'm going to be able to do that comparison on the 5 review. Carl, Ardbeg 19 and the Royal Lochnagar. That Royal Lochnagar I still have back there. I still have an ounce of that. That was a fantastic sample.
Do we have Ardbeg 19?
No, we have like 2 ounces of Ardbeg 10. That's it. Jay, yes, we had a Glenmorangie 18 over a year ago. It's been gone for a long time. Someone liked to drink that, and we both liked it a lot. I haven't drank that since I feel like my palate has leveled up a couple levels, so I'd be curious to know.
Oh, excuse you.
My palate leveled up a couple levels.
It did. Mine is still like on the kids' menu.
Between the coconuts and googly eyes, I'm starting to understand the fixation.
Oh, I should have put.
You should have put some googly eyes
like right
on your coconut areolas.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyways, I would do that for Octomore. Yeah, Carl, agree. Okay, guys. Well, Sarah can keep drinking Signet.
Well, I'm curious about.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, hold on. You were gonna do a second chance of this, and have you tasted it yet?
No.
And you're going from.
I have 3 more left.
Silly.
No, it's just good. It's a good.
Oh, I forgot. Your
mid
palate's leveled up.
Damn.
You can handle it.
Damn. Hit that like button. I'm going to say that at the worst times. Hit the like button. Sarah's giving me shit. Hit the like button.
Oh, no, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to eat Skyline chili for dinner before I got on.
She's going to shit her pants tonight.
I can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, my God, Carl. You're killing me. Oh, man.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
It's a sample he sent a long time ago back there.
You have so many samples.
I know.
She's
talking crap. Yes, she is. Why do you... Wow, Sugar Kitty coming in with a Wagner opera reference. Sheesh, little ring cycle going on here. I forgot your palate's leveled up. It is intense. It's a little much for a whiskey stream. But the hat kind of makes sense with the Wagner, Europe, I guess, or something. To my memory, Signet is going to be better. Yeah, and it's going to be more expensive though, so that's kind of up to you if you get a chance to compare them.
They're different though. They're not.
The 18 is basically like, I mean, how old is Signet? It's probably like 12 to 14 years old. You know,
but that one doesn't
probably
taste
not
like
old.
Chocolate and dessert. Though.
No, it's just a better.
It's a different.
It's like
it's
the
good.
Quintessential Glenmorangie for me. Like if I had to classify Glenmorangie by a couple of their expressions, I would say the 10-year is the distillery profile. The 14-year shows what they can do with finishing casks, the Quinta Ruban, and then the 18-year shows what age does. But like forgettable for me are the Nectar d'Or, the La Santa Sherry finish, the Cadboll Estate is forgettable. Cake is good, but it's a limited release. So yeah.
I liked the Alta.
Oh, the Alta. The Alta is a favorite of ours, but that thing, everything turns tannic and sour after you get halfway through the bottle.
That's a bummer with Glenmorangie. You got to drink it, or it gets kind of weird.
New segment: Scotch Sunday with Sarah. Instant hit. Scotch Sunday with
Lady Coconut
with coconuts. I'm trying. Cocoa nuts. David, I like Dewar's blends. I love it. Get the 27 double Palo Cortado finish. It's only a 375 mil at like $120. It's expensive, but oh my God, it's so good. But actually, Dewar's 21, go get yourself an Aberfeldy 21. That's a very good one. 130 bourbon what is that for? The Signet or the 18? If that's Signet, I'm gonna have you buy us a backup. because Signet's 180 to 220, depending on where I've seen it.
You don't need a backup.
At that price, we do.
Oh. Well, I feel like we have a lot to get through before we need another.
Yeah, I know.
one of these.
Dang, I'm getting a headache. I got to drink water.
Oh no.
I need carbs, caffeine, sugar, and water.
Do you want me to get you a bowl of Skyline?
No, I'm okay.
Because it has all of those in one.
Yeah, 18, Scotch Down Under. What's up? Joining us from Down Under.
Wait, really?
Sarah did her student teaching
What?
7 years ago in Australia,
I
in
did.
Melbourne, as you say.
Yeah, I said some bad words I didn't know were bad words. I got in trouble. Parents had to talk to me after class.
What bad words? What are some bad words?
Well, I'm trying to remember how exactly the
Isn't
conversation
lobster
went.
$20? Isn't that what it is?
It was something like sit on your fanny and root for the home team because we were talking about a footy game.
I don't know what that means.
And you really shouldn't say those things.
Oh,
So,
I don't know.
Well, fanny, as it was described to me, is a woman's front bum.
Oh, your front bum.
That's what I was told.
Oh, man.
And then root for your home team. Root is bad also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Sheesh.
anyway, but that's fine. I know now.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, so anyways, the Glenmorangie 18 at that price, if I would not pay over $100 for Glenmorangie 18. That's the cheapest that you'll probably find it, but I only will buy it at 100. It's not eventful, it's just good. It's just easy going. You know what I mean? The best 3 beginner or starter Scotch whiskeys. I'll give you the best 6. I won't give you the best 3. I don't like that's too limited, I feel like. Top 6 for me. Let me see if I remember this because I was going to do a video about this 8 months ago and I never made it. Glenmorangie 10. Hang on. Well, that's it. We're done. Glenmorangie 10. Compass Box Spice Tree. So
Do we still have that?
a little bit.
That was.
I'm belching. I'm sorry. Just trying to stay away. I'm trying to not do this your direction. Hang on. So here's a deal. DB. Very simple name there. My strategy with starting people on Scotch is introduce what malted barley exclusively tastes like in a profile that is pretty like universally accepted and easy to drink, and then start introducing sherry components / finishing casks, and then start introducing peat. Like that is the way to go. So for me, Glenmorangie 10 is the most accessible thing to do. God, I had a second one that I can't think of right now, like the next step after that. So here's a couple. Glenmorangie 10. I'm floundering. Compass Box Spice Tree. Johnny Walker Black is a great way to start people into peat, I think. Glenfiddich 14, which is the bourbon, the bourbon barrel. That's a good one. And then there's a couple others.
What's that butter one? The one that tastes like butter. Basically.
Klein Leach. That's wax. That's waxy.
No.
Buttery.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Whenever you say wax,
Anyways,
I don't get it.
I can't remember all those scotches that I used to give as people for the top 6. But after Spice Tree, Macallan 12 Sherry Oak to get somebody into some sherry, exclusively sherry age profiles. Okay, sorry, I stalled out there because I can't think. Thomas Aberfeldy's good. I wish they didn't proof. That's my one complaint about the 21 year. It's such a good Scotch. I have a 2012 bottling, the old orange box, but it's 40% ABV, which sucks. I've always wanted to try some single casks of theirs, but they're really expensive. Bourbon at $100. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, Peter, Glendronach 12 is a good way to kind of experience a lighter sherry profile. I just think like after Spice Tree, screw it. Throw them into the deep end. Have a Mac 12. It's not the highest quality sherry casks anymore, but it's good enough, and you can talk to them about what overpriced shit is, which is Mac 12. Deanston 12, that's a great suggestion. Highland Park, I don't have a lot of experience with Highland Park, so yeah, I mean, this makes sense, yeah, but if if I had to say Glendronach 12 or Spice Tree, I would say Spice Tree. I don't know. Maybe I'm just partial to that profile. So yeah, Glenmorangie 10 is always my go-to. And then I might even say Quinta Ruban next, and then Spice Tree, and then Mac 12, and then Johnny Black, and then go to something like an Ardbeg 10 or a Lagavulin 16.
Not Quinta Ruben. I've been calling
Quinta
it wrong.
Ruben. I don't know. I've heard it. Even the brand rep says it like a weird way. Like a video I saw from some old brand rapper or something. I don't know.
So when you came over to see my soccer team and tried to get them into Scotch by using Lefroy, would you?
That wasn't trying to get them into
if
it.
you could go back in time, would you change that approach?
Yes. Well, then I started bringing Quinta Ruban over there. Then I started bringing that. Yes, because I was like, oh, this is way more accessible.
Did they like it?
Starter sherry, I would say Aberlour 12. I haven't had that. I've only had Aberlour 18, which is great, but not starter. They kind of liked Quinta Ruban. They just said it wasn't sweet enough.
Well, they're more,
which they're not used to.
Yeah,
barley. Hit that like button, please. Hit the like button. All right, sorry.
Don't
We only
be
have.
desperate.
I am being desperate. No, we only have
Why?
47. I'm trying to get that ratio.
Well, I haven't liked it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't like it on my other 5 YouTube accounts either. So we would be over.
Oh,
Is
that something I need to do every time?
It's fine. So, okay, we're gonna go back to Second Chance Sunday.
Yeah, sorry.
We're gonna have the last 3 bottles. No, you're fine.
Derailed.
What?
I was derailed.
No, you're fine. Here, take the rest of this.
I don't.
Just there you go. Half a
Thank
sip. Okay, guys. So we're gonna take a look now at Black Label. Yeah, for me, the Black Label is a great way to introduce kind of that Cragganmore profile of maltiness, along with, I believe, the peat that comes through the most on the Black Label is the Caol Ila, but I can't quite remember. It's been a long time since I've had Black Label. I only really drink that if I'm in Vegas gambling. So, which is not often, thankfully. But the Green Label for me is my favorite Johnny Walker by a long shot, especially for the value. But that's not a great way to introduce peat. That's like a peat monster, I think. Yeah, agreed. Springbank 15 took a long time for me to really kind of get into. All right.
I'm gonna watch you work.
All right. So Elijah Craig, 18. I don't have my drum to present this anymore, so I'm just going to put it on our cocoa nuts. I'm just kidding. Put it between. Oh, hey. Anyways, going to be an interesting night. So Elijah Craig B521, 118.2 proof. In my video, I said this was flat as a pancake. Not going to make a joke about that because that wouldn't be true. And
Thanks.
Hey, I'm not even that tipsy, so
No, just focus.
just focus.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, what is this B5?
B521. So yeah, this is flat. It fell off on the back end. Let's just see what the heck's going on here. Matt Porter, if you're still here with your mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the innuendos.
His mother's on here.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She was. It's gone. All right. I took a small sip of B521 and I want to give it a fair shake. I want to take a big sip next time because I talk about how you need to do that with some of these lower proof, flatter pours. But first sip here, not boding well.
Do you water between Signet and this?
No, it's fine.
Because your palate's so good.
I leveled up.
Well,
So
I'm happy for you.
Elijah Craig B521, very toasty on the nose, chocolate barrel char, peanut butter, some cherry in there. But it's not crazy. It doesn't have any citrus, and it doesn't have sort of that funky quality, that dusty funk quality that some of like the 2019 batches have. It's not present here. Let's do a second sip, bigger sip, leave it on my palate longer and see if it's not quite as flat.
Gargle it a little. Really get it in there. It's a new sensation.
She's the channel troll.
No, I'm not. I don't have a YouTube account. I can't troll.
I
Otherwise
can't
would.
focus, damn it.
I'm sorry. I can leave if you need.
B521 still murders Disco 5. I hadn't thought of it that way. Shit. Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
What's Disco 5?
Discovery 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. And, you know, this second sip of B521, rinsing it around, letting it sit there, the spice was much better. And even if the flavors fell off the back end really fast, similar to 1792 12 year, this is similar in the same way where the spice up front at least kept it interesting.
Oh, God, I can't get this off.
I know that cork sucks. Well, they started, you just spilled it everywhere. Wet coconuts.
I really didn't get it on them. The tape is going to fall off, right? I can't smell out of bottles. I never can. I want to
The
smell.
chat is killing me. DC just jumped on. I already have questions. It's probably a lot of questions, DC.
So, Lady Coconut here. I can't smell out of bottles.
Okay. I want to give Elijah Craig B521 the fairest shake I can. I like the flavors in here. It does fall off the back end. My advice is to rinse it around your mouth a little bit. I still think if this isn't the worst batch of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof that they've put out, it is the second worst to A121. I think A121 almost makes me more upset because B521, the fact that it's flat and falls off the back end can be easily determined without even tasting it by just looking at the proof. A121 has a reasonable proof, and it's just thin and weird and disjunct and kind of crispy caramel. Like it's not rich and thick and viscous. That's almost more offensive to me, that it's almost masquerading as a good batch, whereas B521 just tells you like, hey, this is going to be different. And it is different. And if you rinse it around your mouth a lot and take a big sip, you get more chocolatey toastiness and cherry, but
I liked it.
it's still flat. Yeah, well, look,
I
you
liked
and the rest of the damn world, you and the rest of the whiskey tubers.
I didn't think it
Just kidding.
didn't have a finish either, though.
Just here's the thing
I
too.
have really high level tongue, so I can taste things. So
Sarah leveled up.
I did.
But yeah, just put it next to any other Elijah Craig Barrel Proof batch, and you can say that, hey, you know, it doesn't need to be consistent batch to batch. It should sorry, I was just thinking like our numbers just spiked. We have 65 on now. I think people are probably seeing the thumbnail
because I disagree.
people, and that's not why. People are
What's on the thumbnail?
Well, no, because people are, if this pops up in their feed and it starts like auto playing with no volume on,
Oh.
they're just seeing these.
Oh no, they're crooked. We should fix them.
Here, present those. Let's get more people in here. I'm just kidding.
It's really
Just
off.
kidding.
This one's gonna fall off.
Mark, Jason Calori from the Mash and Drum also really loves that batch. I like 919 better. I also, A119 for some reason, fantastic. And C917 I just picked up, and I really like that batch too. Peter White, it is clickbait.
Sorry, I want to.
You just.
I want to see if because I thought I liked it.
Okay, 67 in here. If you're wondering what the hell is happening, some random woman with coconut on her boobs just showed up on the stream. I don't know who this is.
I don't either.
That's my fiance. Her name's Sarah. She's lovely. I love her. We're getting married this month.
Oh, now I feel like I need to be nice.
Let me get another glass. So I'll go up 20% on my previous evaluation of Elijah Craig B521, but I still think it's not fantastic. All right.
What's your favorite, Elijah? Craig?
Well, the pirate bottle for sure, but that's $400. So of the normal,
For a bourbon?
well, because it's a dusty, because it's no longer being produced.
Okay.
Of those batches, I would say, God, balance wise, A119 is up there. In a blind flight, I think C921 for me, and maybe C9191. I don't know. I like C919. 69 people in here. Hey, hey-o. Hit that like button, please.
Well, now I want to know your total order of them. Should that be a different?
Matt Porter did a
like the whole line?
He did, yeah, he did a whole bracket, and
he did?
I don't have all of them to do that. I'm like 4 or 5 shots.
Oh, my boob fell off. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Now we got 70. Someone joined just for that.
I don't know. The tape is not great. I used your packing tape. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
The packing tape that you all.
I'm trying to do a whiskey live stream here, woman.
I know. I'm
No,
sorry.
just kidding.
I can actually leave if you want, but
No. So yeah, one day I'll do a whole bracket of those.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be fun.
What do I have left?
I should do a blind flight of just those and see what you do.
Larceny Barrel Proof was left. Where did that go? Oh, and Booker's. So this will be interesting. What's that? Cyclops. Jay, man, you're on it. JG is on it.
I don't even know how that happened. Oh, I don't think I put it back on even either.
Hey guys, super chat if you I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. This is a serious stream. No giveaways, no super chats,
God.
and no titties.
I'm leaving it off. We're going so
One coconut.
I'm not dealing with it anymore.
What are you doing?
I just wanted to smell what you had.
I'm trying to pick up a glass and she
Okay.
just snipes it.
Sorry.
What do you have, Elijah Craig? This
Yeah.
is Larceny B521.
Okay.
So probably the best Larceny batch in recent memory, but it tastes like freshly cut grass also.
Tastes like it or smells like it?
Tastes like it. It doesn't smell like it.
What does it smell like?
I don't know.
Oh.
Bad weeded bourbon, like cinnamon and weeded bourbon.
Oh, you
and
hate this one.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, here,
Well,
just
you
smell
you
it.
don't really like Larceny though, right?
Not the barrel-
You're not really like a peanut
Well,
person. See, I like.
but
peanut
I mean,
stuff.
just it's like I don't want to go on the tirade.
Okay, sorry.
I've gone on so many tirades on this live stream. People are like, "Shut up."
I'm not like cornering you in anything.
No.
am I? Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Shoot, I'll be cornered by you, Mr. Unitit. I said Mr. Damn it.
Here, you want
That would be Mrs.
my one little sticky. Oh, I can't get it. There it is.
Carl, I'm hardly looking at the chat. No, she knows actually I paid $350 for it because the Elijah Craig, come on, focus. The camera, not me. I can't do it either,
Focusing
but
on my one boob.
it probably
So.
the camera's like, hey.
I know. Sorry, it's on the outside.
The Elijah Craig pirate bottle I bought, the batch 11. I was another situation where I did a big performance, a decent paycheck for that performance, and I said, I'm gonna go buy this as a reward to myself. That was my, and I told Sarah about it. So
I like this one.
Janet Jackson and Matt Timberlake. Matt, who's Matt Timberlake? You mean Justin? You never saw it? Did you see that halftime show from
Oh.
a long time ago? I remember
Sorry,
watching
I
it
wasn't
live.
Following the thoughts that were inside your head only. So.
Oh my God, Justin Timberlake. He's Jay. Who is Matt Timberlake, bro?
I like this Elijah Craig. Can I have that bottle if you don't like it?
Yes,
Okay.
please have
Can we
it.
write Sarah on it? Or Lady Coconut, I mean? Actually, that doesn't matter because when I write Sarah on the leftovers, you still eat them.
All right. So Larceny B521. I like the spiciness on the nose here. I like the cinnamon profile. Again, it feels a little bit, little peanut shell in here, but also
I don't know if it'll fit on you.
I'm growing into them. Trust me.
You're not.
I like the spice profile. It seems still a little bit dry and crispy. You know what I mean? Like it's not really,
Here, I'll just
it's not really,
keep working.
like syrupy caramel. God, I can't do this.
I mean,
I
okay,
can't.
You got it. You got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. There we go.
Focus.
I'm
You
so
were on a
I'm
roll.
so trying. There's a lot of chocolate on this. chocolate syrup everywhere, and whipped cream and a cherry on top.
Put a little googly eye on it.
B521 is pretty good. Larceny on the palate. Oh my God, it's so sweet. Taste this, please. Larceny Barrel Proof B521 tastes like you poured a packet of sugar in it. For some reason, it's so like sweet on the tongue. And there's the freshly cut grass into the finish. I don't understand.
Like sweet and low and then fresh grass.
People that are coming into here, it's like coming into the chat, like, what the hell is going on here? This should be part of the test. Give notes while having a boob attached.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
We're going to hold our own competition here on Drums and Drams. David, it's better, man, but it's still too sweet for some reason. The nose has gotten a lot better, and it wasn't bad to begin with, actually, but I don't know what that freshly cut grass note is all about. Wedding is going to be bring your own coconuts. Thomas, whoa, that is crazy, man. I'd rather, well,
all of them thin and boring.
I can't agree with that.
Oh man,
I could agree with some of them being too proofy and too intense that might need a little bit of water and a hell of a lot of airtime. C919 is that. Like, you need to give that some airtime. But yeah, I don't know, man. I really like a lot of them. Stag Junior, to me, I wouldn't say I find it thin, but I do find it a little young in most cases. Batch 12 obviously being the best of that. I don't know.
I like this one too.
I don't like the grass. Sorry. You said you like that one? I totally was like,
that's so nice. You didn't have to. That's fine.
um,
Yeah, I do like it though. But I don't. My palate is not as elite as yours. I'm not.
you got to level up.
I know. I'm probably like level 1.
Yeah, well, Mark, I'm glad that you've been tasting this as well, because it's been throwing me off. And Ezra Brooks 99, which is presumably Heaven Hills sourced, has the same thing. And I don't know.
I don't like the grass note. When you mow the lawn, you don't like the taste of the air coming at you. It doesn't taste
Hang on.
like
Air
grass.
coming at me. Just hang on for a second. If the whiskey tastes different outside, does it taste different with only one boob? Well, my boob is very low now.
No. You're going to crack my coconuts.
So,
Where's mine?
Yeah.
Mine's falling off again. I have so much tape on it.
Yeah, Thomas, the old pirate bottles are certainly the better of the bunch, but there's a lot of the stuff from 2017 through present day, really. I think one batch a year tends to be kind of a miss. And this year, both batches for me have been a miss. So whatever. I'll take them. If you're looking to get rid of them, send them my way. Wardrobe malfunction. Okay, last one.
Oh, you do kind of taste grass.
Yeah.
That is weird.
It is. And just like chew on it. Like,
damn it. I mean, shoot.
Don't curse online in front of 72
who's
people.
On here? Like, I
don't know.
I don't want to upset anyone.
Oh, God.
What's that one?
This is Booker's. This is the last one. Adriana.
Oh, that's Booker.
We're doing the tag-along batch now. So
don't crack the coconuts before the wedding night.
those were cracked a long time ago, Jay.
Oh.
Just, we're living in sin.
Wow. Gracious. How much water have you had, by the way?
Almost a full bottle.
That's not anything. That's like 3 gulps. Look at this. I've got like a little tank. And it's metal.
That's okay.
You need to drink this.
We're all drunk and won't remember anyway, says Carl.
Thanks, Carl.
Good strategy. Thomas, dude, don't even tempt me. What batches do you have sitting around that are unopened? I'll pay you cost and shipping for them. If you really don't want them.
They're probably all this one that you don't like.
But if it's all B521, you can keep it. That's what Adriana, that's what I'm saying.
I'm wearing a Nike shirt that says "Just Do It" also, which is funny.
Damn.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm not meant for this. Okay.
Who is?
Oh.
Hit that like button, everybody. Please and thank you if you're enjoying this shit show.
Should I go
Just
get the
kidding.
cat?
This is great. No, she's fine.
It's gonna want real havoc. Okay. Means how much whiskey?
Oh gosh, I've always thought about this, Sugar Kitty. I should use
I
it.
read the part about grandkids. And
I should use an alias from here on out. I should never use my real name online for Drums and Drams.
We'll give you armor.
Okay, so anyways, we're on to Booker's tag along. This on the nose, I remember opening it and it was just hot, 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 like crazy hot. Yeah, now I look like a character on Dragon Ball Z.
Hold on. That's just
All right, we're going to leave that there.
okay.
Booker's tag along, still kind of hot on the nose, but it's actually rounded out very nicely.
Do you want me to hold it up?
No, you're good. I really like this on the nose. Still, the ethanol is intense, but it's not smelling too young, actually. You got the drum?
Yeah.
All right.
My coconuts aren't really there anymore, so might as well show off the bourbon.
C919 for me and C920. I love those so much, but C919 is just like, I don't know, it has a special place for me. Now, palate of the tag along batch now. The nose is really nice. The palate seems a little bit too young for me, whereas the nose actually has a good richness, good cherry, cinnamon, obviously Booker's baking spice, and it's not too nutty, I don't think. What do you think? It's hot. I mean, it's
like it. I'm. This is why I can't do this stuff because I like it. I don't know. I don't know why.
Carl says 20 years ago, a pic of grandma was as. Wait, a pic of grandma was a demurely dressed lady, posing on the front porch. In 20 years, it will be a chick showing her tramp stamp or her coconut tits.
Ooh. Lady coconut.
God, we got 75 on here and we're finishing up. Let's just keep it going. Let's go. I'm just kidding.
You need water first.
We're fine.
We can keep going.
Bandcamp shoulder pads. She got a coconut reduction. Peter, Booker's jumped the shark a long time ago. I think I keep doing these reviews and I keep finding something in the Booker's batches that kind of bring me back. Like I find one thing about it and I go, this gives me hope. Let's wait until next time and see if it's better. And then there's another thing that gives me hope, but it's not like they're building on each batch's success. They're just doing a different good thing while the rest of it suffers. And so tag along for me, no more coconuts. Tag along for me, you know, is a little more intense than Donahoe's was. Donahoe's had a little bit more strawberry and kind of fruitiness to it, where this one, what did I say in my review? I think I mentioned it having a lot of vanilla and rye spice. But it's kind of just smelling like Booker's to me now. So
pour it in the coconut and drink it from there.
No, this is not Castaway.
Castaway.
Yeah, Carl, it did jump right. It jumped right out of everybody's budget. I feel like I just do it for the channel and for the views because the Booker's videos get a lot of views. But I'm going to have to stop being so kind on him, honestly, because I don't know.
Maybe I need comparison ones because I also thought this was good.
The old batch, the big man, small batch, the other ones that I did on that tournament like 6 months ago, those were really good batches. Yeah, Carl, that's outlandish, man. Okay, so let's recap what just happened.
A dumpster fire.
17. So we did 6 pours. For those of you who weren't here the whole time, Sarah wasn't here the whole time.
Thank goodness.
And the coconuts weren't here the whole time. Once upon a time, this was a serious stream.
Yeah.
With objectives and goals and and hopes. And
Am I crushing your dreams?
no, that's okay. So we started with 1792 12 year. This to me, I'm an idiot. My quick sip giving it a negative review is kind of silly. You can go back and watch why that is. I just think it's more delicate and not as intense as the Sam Houston's and other NDP bottlings of aged Barton. So 1 point for me sucking. Second thing that I did, what was the second thing I did? Oh, Chattanooga Rye 99. It's in my hand. Same thing here. I think this is a really solid whiskey. Some of the best stuff Chattanooga has done. I did get a weird bitter note the first time I reviewed it. It might still be there, but you know what? I think I might have been looking in all the wrong places when I reviewed it. So I'm going to change my mind. 2 points for Cameron sucking. Third. What was third? Bardstown Discovery 5. I like it. You know, should it be $80, $70? Yes. I think my review was correct on this. So I'll give myself a point on not sucking. So that's 2-1. Next up, Elijah Craig B521. It's okay. Take a big sip. Half a point for me sucking because I changed my mind a little bit. So right now it's 1 to 2.5, whatever those points mean. Larceny Barrel Proof B521. I think my review is pretty accurate. It's a fine batch. It's not great.
That got whiskey of the year.
One of last year's shitty batches got whiskey of the year. Yeah, I have strong feelings
Is
about
that
that.
like Henry McKenna got? Is that the same thing?
Different competition,
Okay.
I think.
How
Yeah, I
many are
think
there? How do you
a
know?
lot of competitions. This was Whiskey Advocate magazine. I think Henry McKenna won it at San Francisco World Spirits Competition. I
Okay.
think. Yeah, this one's fine. I think I got it right in the review as well. It's a good step in the right direction, but it's still not good. So 2 points for me to 2.5 points of sucking. And finally, the last one we did, Booker's Tagalong. I think actually I should have given this a little bit more of a negative review than I did. So a point for me sucking. So I suck. I think I got like 3.5 suck points and two not suck points. So what's that mean?
I don't like that talk. I mixed these up and got confused. Do you know which is which? Because I don't.
What do you have here?
I
Hang
don't
on.
know. That's the problem.
That's Booker's.
This is?
Yeah, this is Larceny.
Well, where's? I thought I had.
This is an Elijah Craig probably down here.
Oh, there it is. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's Elijah Craig.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect.
Uta, I'm glad you're having fun. We're having fun too. And Sarah just got home from a weekend of being away, so I'm excited to see her. This is the first I've seen her. Is literally her coming in here and having cocoa boobs.
I gifted to you.
Okay, guys.
What's this? I don't remember this one.
Yes, for everybody who was here earlier or wasn't here earlier, Brian from Kilco was in here. We were talking for just a second at the beginning of the stream. Go give him a subscribe. He's going to be on this channel next Sunday. I don't know if we're going to do like an hour, if we're going to do the full stream together. We haven't really decided yet. We're going to share some pours, send some samples back and forth. I think as long as the timing works out, we have enough time to get those happening. Hey, I'm going to jump off here. Thank you to all 67 of you in here right now. I'm sure there's probably going to be a pop-up live stream at some point this month that's outside of the graphic I released today with the live stream schedule, because I'm anticipating that we're going to hit 2,000 subscribers before we leave for Colorado to go do marriage. So if we hit 2,000 subs, I will try to do a stream. I don't know when it will be because I have gigs for the next 2 weeks, really inconveniently placed throughout. I have like 9 different shows. And so it might be like it might be like a late night stream where I jump on after somebody just to do a little celebration and do big giveaways. If that's the case, I'll try to give like a 1 day heads up and make a post about it. But if that is the case, we're going to give away like a really good bottle or 2. So get your super chats ready and we'll hang out and have a really good time. Just, I've been wanting to get 2K subs for a while. I kind of fell off a little bit there with the channel and now I'm getting back into the swing. And so, the effort you put in is what you get out. And same thing here on YouTube. Okay, guys, let me check the chat one final time. and then we'll get out of here. Thank you, Uta. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
What you gonna give away?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm looking up there. I mean, I'm going to give the Chattanooga Bottled and Bond for sure, but I don't know if it'll be on that stream. I have ideas for these Middle West things, but I just don't know if I'm going to have them in hand yet. One of the barrel picks we just did. Okay, guys, we're out of here. Let me find a glass to end the night with. What is this?
I don't know. I saw that earlier. I wasn't sure what that was.
Oh, this is the dump cup.
I'm sorry. What?
That's I've just been pouring into that.
Oh, not spitting into it.
No.
Okay, because I did taste it.
No, that's the dump cup.
Okay.
All right, guys. Cheers. I'll see you next Sunday. I will have videos coming out this week. I'm sorry I've been sucking on the schedule. Patrons, written review is coming out tomorrow for all patrons on Penelope Barrel Proof Batch 7 before I do the video review sometime soon. I'll have that written review up tomorrow. And for VIP patrons, I will have Wednesday and Friday some other written reviews. One of those will be Russell's 13. Another will be something else. And yeah, moving in the right direction. So cheers. Say goodbye to Sarah.
Hey.
We'll see you next time.